Hey internet, so where have I been? Why am I posting less videos? I've just been busy at university studying for software engineering / Master of Computer Science. I've got compulsory labs. The university knows that every student's using AI, so they want us to go there and code in class. Since it's compulsory, it takes a lot of time. Okay, so that's the main reason. So you can leave now if you want to, or you can listen to me go on tangents and rambles and stuff and listen to my story time. So for new viewers, I was originally a mechanical engineer. I'm now switching careers to software engineering because one, I don't like mechanical engineering. So there's various reasons why I don't like it. Or maybe you could say I hate it. First of all, the pay is garbage compared to software. So starting out for mechanical, you get 50 to 60k if you're lucky. So with software, it's 75 to 90k. So right there is a massive pay jump. Also, that with software, you don't have to go to I guess on site, and also the practical stuff isn't physical. You don't have to lift heavy things. So those are the other reasons. In terms of, I guess, skill set, I do like the design side on the mechanical side, so I do like using the computer. I do like using software. So switching to software engineering degree seems like a good idea. Do I like to code? So let me tell you about my story. So my first time going to university way back when I was a kid. Well, maybe not a kid, like 20. So I started late. I was still figuring things out. I started university, I think 21, 24? Definitely later than everyone else. I think I remember people graduating. So what was I doing? When I was 18, I was doing the aeronautical course. So aerospace engineering with the national airline. Sadly, I did not realize, well, maybe I did realize, they did tell us that there is only a 10% chance of you getting employed by us. I mean, that was a red flag. I was stupid back then. I didn't understand statistics. Gonna be real. Yeah, so I should have just said 10% chance, I'm out. I should have done that. And honestly, if I could time travel back with the knowledge I have now, I probably would have just traveled back in time and just be like, hey, that 10% chance is so bad, don't do it. Don't waste your time learning aerospace engineering with them. Just go and get your degree and go and do the foundation stuff first. I mean, that's what I would do if I could time travel back, but time travel hasn't been invented yet. I'm not sure if it's possible either. Maybe it is, but I'm not a theoretical physicist, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm going to go on tangents. So enjoy the story time. Okay, so as I said, I was bad at... So, okay, 21, 24. That's when I was going to university. My first year at university, I was really interested in artificial intelligence. I am a AGI supporter. I hope it becomes a reality someday. And partially, that's another reason why I want to get the degree. Because instead of waiting for someone else to invent AGI, maybe I can contribute to the research.
Can you keep up?
So, okay, I'm going tangents back and forth. Alright, but that's all the motivation, right? I was really interested in computer science, artificial intelligence. So my first paper was called Intro to Computing, and the lecture was really good as well, which made me sad. Because he was so good, I still wasn't like great, because like the way he was teaching, I actually understood it, but coding is hard, and this was back like way back 2015, 16 maybe. So yeah, I'm an old dude. And I passed the paper, barely, but I got 49.5. They rounded it up to 50 to let me pass. So I was like, I was at a crossroads at that time. I'm like, I got this like aerospace XP, the experience. I also did some factory work before that. And yeah, so it's like, well, I can use this XP to get my 800 hours in engineering, so I can do less work. I'm like, okay, and mechanical engineering seems like a good idea. It's like, it's pretty stable. So that was my train of thought, or my thought process. And yeah, I mean, I survived that class. I mean, I survived the degree, the mechanical engineering degree. I think like most classes I was kind of like C-, because yeah, engineering is tough, especially when it's like your first time going into university. Like, you don't realize how much prep work you gotta do outside class. So yeah, I survived. I got the degree in the end.
Lighter than a
And yeah, but okay. So fast forward 4 or 5 years, I guess, because of that pandemic, we had to delay some courses. I did graduate on time, I think. Yes, I think it's like 4.5 years, so a little bit later than usual, but not too much. Yeah. Then got my first engineering job. Well, not first engineering job, but like first office engineering job. And like I worked for a year, and I did not realize office politics was so bad. Like, yeah. And so I don't want to go into it, but it's just like, you got employees that are yes men, that just say yes to the boss, be like, yep, can do, we got it, boss, knowing full well that you can't do it. It's like, bro, why make empty promises? It's like, we can't do this. Like, physically we cannot do this. It's like, we'll work around it, don't worry. And I don't know, on the other side we've got like the clowns, you know. But yeah, so I guess office politics as well, that really just, I didn't vibe with it. And yeah, management. So pretty much, I think what I'm just getting at is I work for a black company and I just didn't enjoy my time there. And yeah, also now that I'm older, like I realized that mechanical was not for me. Like, I suppose there are other elements that like maybe I just kind of just went with the flow. I guess it's true what they say, that you should follow your passion, and if your passion pays well, that's great. Okay, so now we can fast forward 10 years. So now I'm like 30 something. And yeah, so an opportunity came along. So I hated my job at that place, and I'm like, I'm out. After 1 year, I'm out, and I did some work, a little bit like just odd jobs after that. So at that time I was like thinking, well, what do I want to do with my life? And I'm like, okay. So I watched a YouTube video and like they were talking about like diffusion and like just generating images. And I'm like, that seems cool. Okay, well, it kind of reignited the artificial intelligence passion. So I'm like, okay, let's try that. Let's like get into it. So I made some like animation, like GIF animate, like just a person move like 2 frames, and like wow, and like animators are like, bro, I animate 1,000 frames a second. Get on my level. Relax, my man. Like, this is just me getting into it, right? So it's like, cool. So I'm making like these little like GIFs, I guess. GIFs? I don't know. That's a whole new debate as well. I call it a GIF. But yeah, so like I was just like getting this AI to animate like 2 frames. Nothing special, right? So that's cool. And then like the more I research into it, so I researched diffusion, then from diffusion I found out about open AI. I guess now they call it closed AI because of the meme. And then from there I found out about like how the GPT works, the generative transformer. I'm like, hey, that seems like something that I could be interested in and work on. So I was playing around as well, like just working on that. And like, alright, so this, okay, time frame. So that was like 6 months after I left, and I was just doing odd jobs after I left the toxic black company for the mechanical place. So from there, like I was just like researching, messing around. So that's within 6 months. And I'm like, alright, cool. Okay, well, this is something that I'm really into, and it reignited. And okay, I made a decision. Alright, I'm gonna learn how to code next year. So that's what I did. I did like a Python course, and I did some other little things just offline. So it was like 0 risk. It was free, so alright, that's cool. I'm like, alright, cool, I can do this stuff. I feel like maybe I can do the degree. And yeah, fast forward 1 year later, 2025. Here we are. I am doing software engineering and a master's in computer science. And yes, I am specializing in AI. And it is a little bit ironic that for someone that can't code, I'm now getting back into coding because of AI, and I'm using AI to code, at least on the outside. I still have to attend the compulsory labs where I have to like struggle. But yeah. Okay, so that's the tangent, and that's where I'm at in my life. So fortunately or unfortunately, I don't have like kids or a wife and kid and mortgage. So I'm like, alright, I'm 30 something, I'm changing careers, let's do this. Okay, so I went on a super tangent, and now we're here at present state, and now we can get back to like the student mentality, right? So surrounded by like 18, 20 something year olds, and yeah, most of them just like chilling, hanging out, not stressed. And I don't know whether they are naturally smart or whatever, but the fact that I know that I'm not smart and I don't have talent and skills, I'm just going to quote Will Smith. Yes, I know he's a little bit controversial, but that's okay. If you don't have talent or skills, then you're going to have to outwork everyone, right? So it still rings true. Despite him being controversial with that slap, I think that the statement is true. So if you don't have talent or skills, then you're just gonna have to work harder than everyone else. And yeah, I mean, working harder, like why don't you work smarter? I'm trying, man. Like, it's just harder to get things. Like, some people just get it through their natural talent. And for coding, it's not that simple. I don't get it naturally, so yeah, I feel like, at least for coding, I have to do it like several times, more than what the other students are doing. So they may be doing like 5 exercises and then they're like, cool, I'm done. I'm like, they're out of there, and here's me doing like maybe 50 exercises and I'm still kind of not getting it, or like just scraping through. So should you be doing smarter, doing it more efficiently? I think I need to map it out a little bit more efficiently. So like connect it a little bit more, like make projects that are fun and related to me. But yeah, so here we are, and I'm just like spending all my time just doing these labs and just getting good. And yeah, is there any other drama or news on my side? So in terms of you guys, I'll be making more content next week because we have a mid-semester break, but we've got massive midterms, so it's like trying to study, but I just want to make at least one video just to catch you guys up. Yeah, I think that is everything. This tangent over. What else can I say? I suppose that should I tell you this? Probably. I guess I'm a full-time student. I mean, I'm unemployed and I got nothing else to do. I used to have a second channel. I still do, but it got pinged by the textbook publisher. So what it was like I did like engineering tutorials. However, I did not realize that fair use, where you transform the question by solving it and by adding commentary to the question, also adding like criticism as well as it being educational. Fair use does not cover textbook questions, man. Like, you'll get in serious trouble. Like, kind of like lawyer type trouble. Okay, so luckily or not luckily, so yeah, they did hit me with a massive DMCA, be like, hey, you're using our questions
quickly and swiftly.
And yeah, so like, get rid of them or we're gonna take like legal action. So it's like they didn't like copyright strike me and destroy the channel. So they just sent I guess the DMCA via the other method. So they could have easily just like copyright strike 3 of them, or 708 of those videos on that channel if they really wanted to. But they just sent it via the business way and be like, hey, take it down or we'll take legal action. So I'm like, alright, cool. So that was my part-time job. I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, but it was like $20 a day, so $600 a month was not really enough to survive on, but like, you know, it was kind of enough to pay some of the bills. But now I'm like, okay, so I'm unemployed, I'm a full-time student, and yeah, I'm just like, okay, so I'm living off the whatever savings I have left. And yeah, it is scary that like watching your bank balance like go from a number and then it drops to a number with less digits. So it is scary. And yeah, that's okay. I think I'll rebuild the channel, make my own questions, and just avoid like copyright from the publishing companies of textbooks. But that'll take time. I'm making one question a day, and yeah, every journey begins with a single step. So even though I'm only making no money, that's right,
to shine
because
or to die.
you know how it goes, right?
Maybe
Like,
two sides of the same.
people only watch your channel if you provide, I guess, usefulness. And since 700 of those videos were removed, I suppose viewers like, yeah, sorry bro, but we're gonna find someone else to help us. And that's understandable. So yeah, pretty much it. That's everything that's going on. Drama, all that jazz. Yep. So everything with YouTube, like my life right now, full-time student. And yeah, you're caught up with my life, and I hope you enjoyed this tangent and this storytime video. Yep, so next month we'll be posting more Withering Waves videos, so don't worry. And I'll be posting some more videos on other games as well. So I'm going to take the mid-semester break to make some more videos, but it's only a 2-week break, so I'll make as much as I can, but it's probably like maybe 1 video a day, if I'm lucky. And yeah. Alright, cool. So you're caught up with me. Leave a comment in the comment section. What's happening with you guys? Alright. Like and subscribe if you want to support me. Become a member or drop a super thanks. Share with your friends, or, you know, do the algorithm thing. You know, make YouTube happy. Alright. Until next time. See ya.